20 bad habits you need to break. Although looking someone in the eye while talking to him or her is considered good manners, staring at someone is not. When you catch your gaze fixed on a stranger or making someone uncomfortable by staring, make a concerted effort to blink and look away. If the person catches you staring, offer a friendly smile before turning your attention elsewhere. Some people seem to talk at a high volume all the time. The reason could be that someone close to them is hard of hearing, or maybe they don't realize how loud they are. No matter how close you are to someone, give him or her some personal space. No one likes having someone underfoot all the time. You'll be amazed by how many fewer accidents you have when you give people their space. You might have a constant burning desire to make out with your main squeeze, but do it in private. You don't need to inflict your constant desire to be in a lip lock on innocent bystanders. Many people are embarrassed by public displays of affection, so keep things cool until you are behind closed doors. Sarcasm is funny, to everyone but the subject, that is. When you feel a bout of sarcasm coming on, bite your tongue until the urge diminishes. Remember that if you can't say something nice, either don't say it at all or wait until you have a chance to think about whether or not you want to keep that person for a friend. Most personal hygiene needs to be conducted in private. If you need to brush your hair, never do it at the table. Get up and find a restroom. Are you guilty of seeing something on another person's plate and stabbing it with your fork? This is rude and may cause you to get your hand slapped. Never take food off anyone else's plate unless it is offered. Remember what you learned in kindergarten: get in the back of the line and wait your turn. Doing otherwise can get you into all kinds of trouble and is extremely ill-mannered behavior. After you finish your food or drink, look for a receptacle for the wrapper or can. Dropping your garbage on the ground is boorish and leaves a mess for someone else to have to clean up. Every place has a dress code, either written or assumed. This includes work, school, church, sporting events, and all other places where you'll find groups of people. Before going to an unfamiliar place, find out how you should dress. You've probably seen people who are quick to gesture inappropriately. If you are one of those folks, think about what your mother would say if she saw you. If it's an act that would have you sent to your room, don't do it. As funny as it may seem, when something bad happens to someone else, avoid the urge to laugh. If the urge to chuckle is too strong, try biting the insides of your cheeks. Remember that if it's not funny to the person who experiences the misfortune, it's rude to laugh at him or her. Granted, there are many times when the only way you can get a word in edgewise is to interrupt the non-stop chatterer. However, interrupting when it's not necessary is generally bad form. Wait until the other person pauses or stops talking before you open your mouth. Remember that many people who rely on tips make below minimum wage, and they often have families to support. Tip according to the type and quality of service rendered. Talking with a mouthful of food is just plain rude and a sign that you need to learn some table manners. Chew, swallow, and then talk. If you are asked a question, indicate with a gesture that you will answer after you swallow. Elbows on the table might seem harmless, until you knock over a pedestal table or push a glass off the edge, causing the contents to spill. It's best to sit back and keep your elbows to yourself. We're not talking about coffee, tea, water, or soda. When you are in a social situation that involves drinking alcohol, avoid overindulgence. Maybe it helps you feel more social, but it can also cause you to say or do things you'll later regret. Bubble gum is supposed to be blown into bubbles, right? And when gum forms air pockets when you chew, it pops. Maybe so, but chomping, popping, and cracking your gum is annoying to those around you. If you can't chew gum without popping it, don't chew it in public. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to have no speech filters, and they say the most inappropriate things? If you suspect you are one of them, stop and think before you open your mouth, even if someone is wearing shoes that clash with her dress. You don't want to embarrass yourself or anyone else by constantly making rude comments. Cell phones are wonderful until they replace personal contact. If you are one of those people constantly tethered to your electronic device, don't be upset if all your friends start to walk a wide berth around you. When you are with others, put your cell phone away. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.